So we're going to look at how to do a multicam edit in Premiere. All I've done here is import 3 different video files from the 3 different cameras and the audio file, all for the same take, in this case Ksenia take 5. Before you can really do much with the multi-camera thing, you need to kind of line up the footage and tell at what point it's going to line them up. So what we're going to do is open each one of these in the source panel by double clicking it, and then we're going to use the arrow keys to scrub through, and in this case I'm going to set the endpoint right where the slate hits. So you can click this little button here to mark the endpoint, or you can use the keyboard shortcut I and it'll set that endpoint for you right there. And then go to the next clip and do the same thing again right there where it's hitting. I'm not concerned about the audio yet. Pull on this one, and right there, and then for the audio we want to do, I zoomed in earlier so that's why I'm seeing that. So I want to scrub over to there. That's the endpoint. So what I've done is I've just set a marker on each of these files at the same frame in all of them. Now I'm going to push shift and select all of these and then go to clip, create multicam source sequence. The important thing here is the synchronize point. Select it according to endpoints. There's kind of a automatic one. If you click audio, that'll read the audio files and line them up for you automatically. I haven't experimented with that, don't know how good it is, but endpoint seems to be the most straightforward one to me. You can give it a name. In this case it'll have the original file name plus this here. Just to make things look a little cleaner, I'm going to do custom. I don't want to offset the audio, and move source clip to process clip. So this here will create a new folder. Basically is kind of one way of saying, alright, I've already processed these files. I'm going to go ahead and just keep that on because it's already automatic. And the audio channels, automatic, yeah. So then hit OK, and then you'll get a new, it put all those source file, or all the assets, into this folder that it created automatically, and it created a new multicam sequence. So if I double click on that, it shows me the multicam view here. Actually, that's just in the source window. What I want to do is drag this into a new sequence, and then I've got it there. The cool thing about this is during playback you can use the numbers 1, 2, and 3 on the keyboard to correspond to the different cameras. So as I play it back with the spacebar, if I just hit 2 or 3, or whenever that loads, pause that. Okay, might be a little too much going on here with recording and playing back and all that. But anyways, you can hit 1, 2, and 3 to change that. I'm going to close the source monitor, the source panel right now, because I'm done with that. On the program panel, if you come up to the menu option here and then go down to the bottom where it says show multi-camera preview monitor, which I don't know why it was previously checked, but let's hit that again. Maybe I did something on here. Oh, no, sorry. Go to multi-camera here in the middle of the menu, because this determines what you're seeing in the output. Multi-camera here, and what? It's thinking. Okay, so the big window on the right is the program window, and all the 3 on the left, or 4 if there's space for it, is your other cameras. This little record button is not there by default, but this allows you to do live editing of the different sources. So here, can I add a second one? No, it doesn't let you add a second one. So for example, I could take this button here. That's the multi-camera view, which is another convenient button, and hit OK. And now that button's added there. This button here, if I hit record and then I start my playback, I can use the number keys. Like I can switch to camera 2, and then to camera 1, and then camera 3, maybe back to 2, and back to 3, and I realize my screen's kind of frozen at this point. I'm going to go back to 1, and then I'm going to hit spacebar to finish that. You'll notice my timeline here automatically now made those edits for me and shows me MC2, MC1, MC3 to represent multi-camera 2, 1, and 3 for playback. So now in the main window, again, my computer's being a little slow right now because I'm recording this screencast and trying to play it back. Actually, I might need to come up here on menu and go back to composite video. It should take just a second to load. There we go. And now we should see a difference here. Yeah, there we go. The computer's just being a little slow. Alternatively, I could select this clip here that's currently camera 2, and I could just hit number 3, and it switches that to camera 3. Alternatively, I could also use any of the editing tools here to, let's say I want to do a rolling edit. I could do that just the same. So you can use the live editing with the 1, 2, and 3 buttons while you hit the record button up here to kind of edit things on the fly, and then you can go back and finesse it here. So that's that for multi-camera editing. A few steps that you kind of need to follow in order, but once you get it down, it's pretty straightforward from there. And obviously your machine's horsepower is going to determine how intuitive that is for you. Anyways, hope that helps, Katie, and peace out.